Tell your neighbor, God will make a way. Is it true? Huh? I don't know. Ask your neighbor whether God will make a way before in your life. Ask your neighbor, have you seen anything like that before in your life? God will do what? Will make a way. That is his promise. Him to say is the way too. He just say is the way. God will make a way. Do you believe that? But do you know that it's not everybody that believes that God will make a way? Do you know? It's not everybody that believes that God will make a way. You don't know. It's not everybody that believes that God will make a way. He promised that he will make a way. But do you know that it's not everybody that believes that God will make a way. Even you that are sitting down here, it's not all of you that believe that God will make a way. Or you don't know? God will make a way. But it's not everybody that believes that God will make a way. Even you that is here now, it's not all of you that believe that God will do what? Will make a way. And God is the way too. He's the only way. There's no other way than God. And he said he will make a way. Even when there is no way, there's no way you can do it. He's there to do what? To make a way for you. But it's not everybody that believes that God can make a way. Do you know? And it's not all of you that is here now believe that God can make a way. How you see that? If you are in the school, when you are in the school, that olden time you are in the school, do you know that as you people are in the classroom, it's not everybody that believes that that teacher is good? Do you know? Yes. It's not everybody that believes that that teacher is good. And do you know the people that believe that the teacher is not good? People who don't know anything. And they are not ready to know anything. They are the ones that say that this teacher is not good. This teacher is not good. This teacher is not good. And sometimes when they fail, they say that is this teacher that failed me. Is it true? The same way you two, you point hand on God. It's not everybody that believes that God will make a way. It's not everybody. Especially when they make that, God make the way. You refuse to pass through that way. You know, God to make a way is number one. For you now to pass through that way is number two, for the way to be useful. So if you refuse to pass through that way, you will later say it did not make any way for you. Whatever problem you are in, whatever you are facing, there is a way out. whatever problem you are inside, there is a way out. And the God will make that way for you to go out. But if you're a bad student, you will never follow that way. You will follow your way. And this way that God make is not coming all the time. It will come, and sometimes it will be long time again before the way will come. It will come now. You don't know the time it's going to come again. And sometimes he gives you a very big time, very long time for you to prepare to follow the way to come out. But you can choose not to come out. You will remain there. Do you hear me? Whatever you are passing through now, there is a way out for you. But the way will not be like road that we do. You know that the road that government do, in next 20, 30 years, the road will be there. 200 years will not be there. No. The way will just come from and say, this is time for you to pass. If you don't pass, the road close back. And now go and wait for you for a very long time. The same way will still come back again to know if you are still alive. If you are not alive, it will come for your children to know whether they can pass. Whatever you are facing now, there is a solution to that problem. Jesus has done everything for us. There is no much we expect from heaven. Everything is within us here. If that solution is not in you, it's in your brother to do that for you. But what you need is to acquire knowledge. What you need is to do what? Acquire knowledge. If you fail to acquire knowledge, to face the way, to know the way, to come out of that way, you will remain there for eternity. The same way the teacher teach the children for the exam. He does not teach you, just teach you. He will teach you, but there is an exam that is facing you. Is it true? Huh? The same way, whatever you see, every day will be teaching you. Every day I will be preaching you. Sometimes you write. Sometimes you dub. It's all those things you are teaching, you are dubbing. It's for you. The knowledge that God is using me to pass to you is for you. The day God will make that way, this thing you are writing, hearing, is what will help you to pass through. You will remember what I say, what I have been saying to you. You need to do what? Remember it. Jesus said to the apostle, when the Holy Ghost comes, he will do what? He will remind you of what I do, what I say. He will make a way where there is no way. But the knowledge you acquire will help you to remember what you must do to pass through that way. Your testimony, your miracle will start from you, not from God, not from the man of God. It will start from you. Whatever thing you will receive from God must start from where? From you. At home. So if you are waiting for God to make a way and force you and carry you and beg you to follow that way, it's a lie. There's nothing like that. It's not in the Bible. He will make the way. What God has taught you, what He teach you, what He's teaching you, you will not know that this is the way God has made for me now. When the manna fall, they went there, they pick it, they were asking, it is like the food God has given to us. When they saw it in the beginning, they did not know, but they were picking it. God did not tell them how to eat it. Am I right? They should figure out how they will do what? How they will use it. Let's go to 2 King. You will see what I'm telling you. Huh? So go to 2 King. When we say we want to be free, it depends. 2 King chapter 2 from verse 1 from verse 1 to 13.
And it came to pass, when the Lord was about to take up Elijah into heaven by a wide wind, that Elijah went with Elisha from Gilgal. Then Elijah said to Elisha, "Stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me on to Bethel." But Elisha said, "As the Lord lives, and as your soul lives, I will not leave you."
He said he will not do what? He will not leave him. Do you see? God will make a way for Elisha now. Do you see the effort of Elisha to take the mountain? God will make a way. There's a way for Elisha. He said to Elijah, "Go and anoint Elisha." When you now go, he will replace you, he will do the job. And so many people have followed Elijah in the past. They could not make any difference. They could not do anything. Because the way will be there, but their effort is zero.
So they went down to Bethel. Now the sons of the prophet who were at Bethel came to Elisha and said to him, "Do you know that the Lord will take away your master from over you today?" And he said, "Yes, I know. Keep silent."
You see the prophet that came to prophesy to him what will happen. Say, "Yes, I know." He ignored them because it's not time for prophecy. It's time to act well.
4. Then Elijah said to him, "Elisha, stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me to Jericho." And he said, "As the Lord lives, and as your soul lives, I will not leave you." So they came to Jericho. Now the sons of the prophet who were at Jericho came to Elisha and said to him, "Do you know that the Lord will take away your master from over you today?" So he answered, "Yes, I know. Keep silent." Then Elijah said to him, "Stay here, please, for the Lord has sent me on to Jordan." But he said, "As the Lord lives, and as your soul lives, I will not leave you." So the two of them went on, and 50 men of sons of prophet went and stood facing them at a distance, while the two of them stood by the Jordan. Now Elijah took his mantle, rolled it up, and struck the water, and it was divided It was divided this way and that, so the two of them crossed over on dry land. And so it was, when they had crossed over, that Elijah said to Elisha, "Ask, what may I do for you before I am taken away from you?" Elisha said, "Please, let a double portion of your spirit be upon me." So he said, "You have asked a hard thing. Nevertheless, if you see me when I am taken away, when I'm taken from you, it shall be so for you. For if not, it shall not be so." Then it happened, as they continued on and talked, that suddenly a chariot of fire appeared with horses of fire and separated the two of them, and Elijah went up by a wide wing into heaven. And Elisha saw it, and he cried out, my father, the chariot of Israel and its horsemen." So he saw him no more, and he took hold of his own clothes and tore them into two pieces. He also took the mantle of Elijah that has fallen from him and went back and stood by the bank of the Jordan.
Just see that. Just see the effort of who? Elisha. He wanted to, God say, anoint him, but he still want to leave him. Because your effort must be there. But Christianity of today, your effort is zero. You don't put an effort, you don't do anything. You just appear. What you do, you have made Christianity a business. And the pastors have helped you to make that happen. You don't become customer. So we are not looking for customer. Looking for people, you go here. They welcome you that you are here. You'll be happy the way they welcome you. And you'll be waiting for welcome. Because you believe you are a customer. So the other time, I will not go to that man's church again. I need to go to the other one church. You go there, they welcome you too as a very big customer. They give you a very big chair, very beautiful chair. You will sit down. You make yourself customer. That is what you do. So you don't know that for you to walk with God or for your faith to work, that there is something you must do. There's a work for you to do. You turn yourself into customer and turn the man of God into seller. The one that is have the product, you, the customer, you come to buy. Then that is why God will look at you and know that you are not serious. There is no problem. There is no situation you are in. There is no way out for that problem. But you ignore the way and turn yourself to anything you like. You go here, you go there. You make yourself so important in a way that God will see no reason to free you. Because you don't know what you are doing. You are not even fighting for your soul. You are fighting for your body. If I ask you now, I know that some of you, if not all of you, you are not fighting for your soul. You are fighting for your body. Somebody that is fighting for his soul will go where they will feed his soul. If you are fighting for your soul, you will look for God. Where they will do what? Where they will do what? Where they will feed your soul. It's not where you will go, they will recognize you. They will appreciate you. They will accept you the way you are. They will not talk to you. Because if they talk to you, you go. If they talk to you, you'll be angry. You don't know that before you get to God, you need character. Before you become God's friend, you need character. And the character is the reason why you are here. But you carry the character that they cannot talk to. And you don't want anybody to talk to you. That means you are of business, of body, not of even soul. For you to be consistent in God, there must be character. God works with character, better character. If God cannot change you, He cannot work with you. If God cannot change you, there's no way God will work with you. Anything you see there comes from the world. You know, you believe that when you have money, it's God that gives you. No. There's 2-3 people that give money. God gives money. The world gives money. Satan gives money. So it depends the one you have. That is why Jesus said, the one He gives, it comes with peace of heart. It's not like the one the world gives. So the world gives money. Satan gives money. God gives money. So for God to call you and to give you His things, He will change you. He must change you because you are going to represent Him. God will not give you what He cannot be proud of. You will not have character. He will come inside of you. You will disgrace Him. Before He will come inside of you, He will change you. From distance, He will be changing you. That is why when God make a way for you, it's as good as He's waiting for. It's only when you have His character, you can walk in that way. I don't know whether you understand me. If God make a way for you now, if you don't walk in God's character, you can't walk in that way. There's no way you can walk in that way. He must make a way. He made a way. He made a way for the children of Israel. He saw what happened. He saw how He was killing them while they were going. When they sinned, He would reduce them. You saw that? You saw that? Yeah? Yes. Because when He make a way, you must walk like Him in that way. You will not walk the way you want to walk. At the time, He said to Moses, you don't want to walk with them again. He will send a angel for them. So you won't be seeing all those things they are doing. Moses said he cannot go without Him. He started with Him in the beginning. So He will complete it with Him. Even Moses could not enter the promised land because of anger. So when God make a way for you, He needs character to walk on that way. You see the character of Elisha. That is why he could receive that mantle. If there is no way for you, there is no character for you, there is no way you can pass. That is why you see yourself, what is happening to you, what defeat you this year. After 7 years, you will see yourself in the same journey. The thing will defeat you again because you have not improved in your character. You saw yourself all the time you are writing exam in the dream, but you cannot finish. Sometimes you can't pass. You are writing that exam for many years. You can't pass because your character did not improve. But you pray, but lack character. You fast, but lack character. You will not go to the next class. You must improve in character to get to the next class. What you are facing, some of you now, what you are facing now, do you see how they battle in the spirit? How they fight battle in the spirit? If you are looking for something in the spirit, He will not be coming every day. No. He will not be coming every year. He will not be coming every 6 months, every 3 years. No. He will come now. If you cannot get that, the thing will wait for you to study more, to acquire knowledge more. Maybe after 4 years, the thing will repeat itself again. The thing will come again. I don't know whether you understand me. Some of you now, let me come to the way what you are doing now. Some of you now, you have missed opportunity. That is why you are poor. Not that opportunity doesn't come, but you have missed a lot of them. That is why you are poor. Opportunity have come before for you to be great, to move forward. You miss it. And now it's no longer coming. Maybe in next 4 years now, before next 4, maybe in next 4 years now, that is an opportunity will come again. Only God knows whether you will achieve it or not. The reason why they give you gap is for you to study, acquire knowledge more. So that next 4 years, when that time comes, you will be able to overcome. But you don't know anything. When you live here now, all those things they teach now, you don't care about it. It's like a student who doesn't read anything. You go to school, but he doesn't read anything. So the day of exam, he will be looking for who will give him the answer. He will fail. That is what you do. You don't acquire anything. You don't even know your problem. You don't even know how you get where you are. You don't know what happened. You don't know whether you have tried before and failed. How many times you have failed. You did not look at your father, know how your father failed. You don't look at it. You don't even look anything. You are just there. Believing that one day God will just carry you and move you to the next level. It's not like that too. It's not like that too. It can never work like that. Before you hear any miracle, any testimony, it started from you at home. It started from you at home. So the opportunity you receive now will come again. Some people, they are poor. All of a sudden, you now continue praying. One day, somebody now say, I want to start business for you. And I'll give you 200,000 or 500,000. You go and keep the money and be eating it small. You don't know that God have make a way for you. If you use that money to start something, your life will change. But no, you said that the money is not big, that you are looking for 10 billion. You'll be eating that money small. Finally, the money finish. After you have suffered 2 years, 3 years, you will be telling people that if I see 10,000, but they gave you 200,000 last 4 years. Now you are saying if I see 10,000, I will know what I will do with it. The same thing is coming again. The same thing that came before, we do what? We come again. If you are not prepared, another person will come and give you 1 million now. You will still keep the 1 million and begin to do what? Nearly. The same thing. Women, it happened to them. Some people, they will be coming to them to marry them. They will not marry. They will be coming, they will not marry. All of a sudden, the thing will dry. 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, nobody come. Is it happening? Sometimes those people, they will finally, the opportunity will not come again, they will not marry. Have you seen that before? God make a way for you. But it now depends you to do what? To utilize that way. This is the way. I know God have answered me. But it now depends on you. You have been given opportunity. Now, this is the time. If that way now come now, will you know? If God, the prayer you are praying now, if the prayer is answered now, will you know? It's not to pray, answer me, heal me, deliver me. If the answer come now, pam, will you know that this is the answer you are looking for? Because some of you, the answer will come, but you will ignore it as it's not what I'm looking for. I want it big. Have you seen somebody that is suffering, he cannot eat? Say, you want to start business, and somebody say, don't worry, I will give you 300. What do you want to do? Say, I want to sell food stuff, but in a big way. Have you seen such thing before? Somebody that cannot eat. Say, what do you want to do now? I want to help you now. He will tell you that he will do what? He want to do provision store, but supermarket. If you are the one that want to start the business, would you continue the journey? Did God make a way for that fellow? Did the person follow the way? So it's not to pray for the answer. When the answer comes, will you know? Let's go to 1 Peter. First Peter 3. From verse 10. From verse 10 to 18. First Peter 3 from verse 10 to 18.
For he who would love life and see good days, let him refrain his tongue from evil and his lips from speaking deceit. Let him turn away from evil and do good. Let him seek peace and pursue it. For the eyes of the Lord are on the righteous, and his ears are open to their prayers. But the face of the Lord is against those who do evil. And who is he who will harm you if you become a follower of what is good?
That is a follower of God. The one that is doing what God wants them to do. Like on Thursday, the message that I gave to you Thursday about giving your God your soul. But you prefer your money than your soul. And the people that serve Satan prefer their soul than money. You that serve God prefer money than your soul. So you cannot win them in battle. Do you understand me now? The Christian, people of God, people of church, people in the church all over the world, they prefer giving God money. That is their tithes, their seed, their offering, their first fruits. They are giving God car, land, whatever, private jet. All those things, they are good. But they are not the main thing. They are not the right thing to give. But you are so. But the one that serves Satan prefer to give Satan his soul than money. But you that serve God prefer to give God those things than your soul.
But even if you suffer for righteous sake, you are blessed. And do not be afraid of their threats.
It's
nor-
talking to people that give their word, their soul. That's the one God called righteousness. If you give God your soul today, He will separate you from your mother's womb. And the righteousness of God will be revealed in you. You become His. Not the people that come to church. The people that will believe that they are from God, church of today, is people that come to church. How many people that come to church? How many members do you have? How many people that worship there? They don't care about how many souls that is coming there, but how many people that are coming there in number. We don't believe in soul. That is why we go for battle and we fail. And when something happens to you, you don't know whether God allows it or not. Anything you see, you fight because you are not righteous. The righteousness of God is not in you. Who can comfort you than God? Who will comfort you than God?
Nor be troubled, but sanctify the Lord in your hearts, and always be ready to give a defense to everyone who asks you a reason for the hope that is in you, with meekness and a fear, having a good conscience, that when they defame you as evildoers, those who revile your good conduct in Christ may be ashamed. For it is better, if it is the will of God, to suffer for doing good than for doing evil. For Christ also suffered once for sin, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to God, being put to death in the flesh, but made alive by the Spirit.
So if you are for God, you have given your soul to God. You are the one I'm talking to. It's like a teacher, a student who knows what the teacher is saying, and they always read his book, will be happy all the time when he sees the teacher. Is it true? We're very happy. But a bad student, we prefer here that the teacher cannot come today because he is sick. Is it true? So the knowledge you pack every day is for your way out. It's not for me, for you. It's not for your brother, for you. The knowledge you gather every day, every Sunday, every service you come here, is to help you to escape. The day of God, the day of that way, the day the road will come, you will walk on that way and go out. But if you're a bad student, that means if you're a bad student, that means the people that don't have character and they don't care to have character. So you cannot come out of it. You are the one that will later say that Jesus is scam. Jesus is fake. Jesus is that. Jesus is this. There's no way you will not call him names. It's a matter of time. If you like, be here. If you like, be in any church. You later do the same. What you see those your brother, they do. If you don't know it, the idol and Satan, they have come to stay. There must people that will serve them. I don't know whether, the idol, there is Satan, and whatever Satan, he have come to stay. If you like, call Holy Ghost fire till now till 2030. They have come to stay. You think you can wipe them out. It's not possible. You cannot wipe them out. I know that time we are small. Church started taking over. Hardly you now see all those our grandmama, you see them repenting fake repentance. True or false? They repent fake repentance. They will go there to them, they will say to them, just accept Holy Communion, it's over. They will say that today, some of them, they half dead, half alive. They put them in church. They don't even know whether they are in church now or they are not in church. True or false? Because they want to do the burial in church. That is, the burial is the target. They want to do the burial in church. So they were taking them. Even witch doctors, they started wedding their wife in the church. They will go to the church. They will go to the catechist. They will see the catechist. After all these things, they will wed them. The day they will wed them, it's only that day they will come to church. They will not go to church again. They were taking them. I thought that they will finish. I thought that they will gather all of them. But now, what is going on? They have revoked. They have taken back. They are now increasing. You people now, you are reducing. Do you know the reason why you are reducing? Because you are not taught well. And some of you that received the teaching, you did not hear. You did not hear your teacher. Some of you enter into bad teacher. Why some, they teach them but no way for them. They believe that God hates them. God did not answer them. He doesn't want to see them. No. He have answered you, have created a way for you, but you refuse to pass through that way. And the only way you can pass through that way is by going his character, following his footstep, his way. Because there's problem that you enter in this world. That means the world have rejected you. Some of you here, the world have rejected you. But God never rejected you. But the world have rejected you. You see people, a woman and a husband, they cannot give birth. They go to hospital and say, nothing happened to you, nothing happened to you. Why is the child not coming? No way. You waited for so many years, nothing is coming. That means the world have rejected you. That you need God or you need higher science. If some people will go to higher science, they will still fail. Do you know what I mean by higher science? They will do what? They will still do what? Fail. Immediately the thing enters, Satan will come. Boom. To everything. Bah. That time, your world have rejected you in 100%. That means you need God. So when you now need God, God needs character for you to walk there. You need God. You need character. Tell your neighbor, you need God. God needs character. You cannot just go and say, God, come and go. No. You need God, you need character. And character is what I'm saying now, every day, talking to you. Do this, don't do this. Follow this way, don't follow this way. If you follow it, that means the day of that freedom, you walk freely. But if you reject it, the day of that freedom will come. That freedom will still come, but you will not know. And sometimes you will know, but you cannot pass there. So the one that God is care about, they say, God will not forsake me, God will not abandon me. Unless you have given God your soul. That is the people God will not abandon. That's the people that whatever situation you are in, He must say something. But if you have not given God your soul, He have no business with you. He did not know you. It's not everybody God know. Tell your neighbor, it's not everybody God know. Not everybody. He know only the righteous. True of us. That's what you saw. He know only the world. The righteous. The people that are giving God His soul. You hear people giving God. You hear people giving Satan their soul. Have you given God your own soul? If you die now, who will go to heaven? Your body or your soul? But you hear people, they say, this one have given himself to Satan. You as a woman being, have you given God your own self? What you give, you don't give your soul, you give your body. That's the people that you give God your soul today. Even if trouble come, He mentioned it, He will be there for you. Say trouble will not come, but even if trouble come, because faith always speak this way, even if God did not answer, He's still God. That is why Paul said, what can separate me from the love of God? He said nothing. But so many things have separated you from God. Is it true? That shows that you have not given God your soul. Say, what can separate me? Can death? Can poverty? Can barrenness? Can sickness? Can this? Can that? So many things can separate you. But Paul, nothing can separate him. That's the people that have given their soul to God. So even if God did not answer them, that is Meshach, Shadrach, and Abednego. That is the people God use and do signs and wonder. Even if God did not answer, He's still their God. But you, God must answer. If you don't answer, you'll be angry. Sometimes you come to church, you'll be angry. Am I right? Thinking that by your anger, answer will come. Is it true? Sometimes you will be angry because they did not answer you. Perhaps you need to chase the enemy away, the anger away. That is what is chasing God away from you. Anger, envy, bitterness, unforgiving spirit. That's what you work on. That's what you work to defeat. That's what you work to chase away, so that you will be a friend of God. If you have anger, envy, bitterness, unforgiving spirit, you are enemy of righteousness. There's no way God will talk to you. There's no way God will meet you. You see things the way God sees it. So the people that serve God, they have the way, another different, the way they understand things. Immediately you give your life to God, you act differently. Even the people that serve Satan, it's not everything they ask Satan, He gave to them. And what he did not give to them, they don't even care about that. Yes. Some people, they born children and they have problem. And maybe the fellow have where the source of money is, you know what is happening. They will be living their life like that. But you cannot bear it. Is it true? You cannot bear it. You know the source, you know the meaning, you know what happened. He cannot. But he will be living his life. Doesn't care. You look for people to take care of that. But you cannot bear it. Because you don't know the difference between giving your life to God and not. When you are not giving your life to God, you will not know you are God. And your God will not know you. You will not know your God character. If you give your life to God now, you begin to know God. You begin to know God's character. He begin to talk to you. He begin to tell you what he will not give you and what he will give you. Time and number. But when you don't know him, you don't know what God will give you and what he will not give you. And sometimes we assume that we are serving him, whereas he did not know us. You assume that you serve him, but he don't know you. So you have make a way for you. Tell your neighbor, God have make a way for you. The problem now, that day of freedom, will you know? Are you prepared? Are you waiting for that day of freedom? Ask your neighbor, are you waiting for that day of freedom? The day of your freedom come, your faith will rise up. I don't know whether you understand this one. The day of your freedom come now, your faith will do what? Will rise up for that. The day you will not be able to get it, your faith will not be able to carry it. It's faith that gives us whatever we need from God. It's faith. When you fail in faith, there is no way you can do anything. When your faith is down, you are asking for child, but your faith is very down. You are doubting, the child will not come. You are asking for husband, and your faith is down. It will not come to be hard. You are asking for healing, and your faith is not strong. It will not come. After prayer, one mind will begin to tell you that this thing will not work. This thing will not work. Your faith is this down. Go and work on your character. I don't know, you hear me? Go and work on your character. Go and do homework on your character so that your faith will come up. So when you say, give me, you will stand and say, I will get it. And when you pray for it, you forget about it. But now you pray for it, you keep on, your faith, your mind keep on telling you. But when the faith acts, you pray, you forget about it. You need your faith to do what? Come up. And how can you build your faith? Bible. Reading God's character. Reading God's character. Every day. Meditating. Praying with him. Not praying alone. Praying with God. Allow him to be the one to give you where. Meditating till the where comes. So that builds your faith that it's possible for me. You will now ask. I don't know whether you understand me. You understand this one? You build your faith. You will now ask. The same way you build your money, you can now buy bigger thing. Is it true? Will you use 200,000 to buy a house? Where is the house? No, you need to build more money. To do what? The same way you need to do what? You build your faith more. For you to do what? Ask for whatever you want God to give you. But today, God has made a way. I'm seeing a way. A way has come. And now remain you. Tell your neighbor. Stand up, tell your neighbor.